All right, we are going to go over the identification of the dental unit and assistant console. So this is our treatment light. There's a toggle on the back side of it that turns it on and off. And then the light intensity is that black switch at the top. So you just flip that down and it dims the light just enough. Sometimes the doctor likes to have it not as intense when they're working with certain materials. And then the bracket arm for the light is the bar essentially that it's attached to, and that's how you maneuver it around the chair and for positioning. All right, now we're gonna go over the dental unit components. Inside this cabinet down here, there is a little unit that has the on-off switch, which is your master switch. So this toggle, you just flip that up and that turns the whole unit on. And then right next to it, you'll notice there is a gauge here, and that is your pounds of pressure gauge for the high-speed handpiece. We have an air-water syringe here on the doctor side, and then there's also one on the assistant's side of the cart as well. So you have two here. And then for the on-off switch for the handpieces, the water, this is our rheostat on the ground. There's a little toggle with the blue dot there. When the toggle is toward that blue dot, that means the water is on. And then you can kick it to the side, and then that means your water is off. We have the high-speed handpiece here. This also has a fiber optic light. You can see the light coming off of the handpiece. This is what the doctor uses to drill on the tooth. This is your one that usually does the bulk cutting of the tooth and prepping. So when you step on the rheostat, it's like the gas, and it has water that comes through the high-speed handpiece to keep the tooth cool. So then when you put the high-speed back in to its holder there, the light shuts off. So it turns on, and then it shuts off when it's back into the correct holder. Okay, over here we have the HVE in the air water syringe and the slide ejector. So the HVE, your high volume evacuators, what you as the assistant uses to remove debris and water while the doctor is using his handpiece. And then you have an air water syringe. It squirts air and water at the same time. And then the saliva ejector is used to remove saliva and fluids. You have all three of these on your assistant side of the cart. All right, we're gonna go ahead and show you the light cure unit and the amalgamator. So the light cure is this cordless curing light that is used for all sorts of different dental materials. It has that blue UV light, so that has the orange shield to protect your eyes when using it. And then next to it is our amalgamator. This is also used to mix certain materials that come in like a little capsule. It has 10-second timer. You can adjust the time and then the start button, and it automatically mixes it for you. All right, and last is identifying the self-contained water system. So each unit has this bottle that you attach underneath into the hose here. So we just fill it up with our sink water. We do put a little tablet inside, and then you can put it through the straw here, and then it attaches right under the counter. You do want to make sure the master switch is off when you're taking the bottle either on or off. Otherwise, you won't be able to remove it. Then once you have it attached correctly, you would turn the master switch back on. Okay, so this is room 8. So room 8 and 1 are set up a little differently. They have a different delivery system. This is your bracket arm for the doctor's handpieces and the air water. And to move it up and down, there's a little button you push, and you can move it up and down with the handle there. And then the master switch for in here is located on the side of that. So that's off, and then when you turn it back on, you're able to adjust the brake. And then the light is adjusted and turned on the same. The self-contained water system is attached to the bracket arm down at the foot of the chair. And then for the HVE saliva ejector and air water syringe is on an arm over here on the side of the patient's chair, along with the buttons to adjust the patient's chair. And lastly is the view box. These are located in every one of our operatories. These are used to look at manual films. It has an on-off switch on the side here. And then you would look at your films and be able to review those with that on.